our batch fulfillment, which is what we call shipping. This is process orders, and here you go to the Fill Back Orders tab, refresh the list, and it will show you all your orders currently in back order status. Just click Fill. We'll start with the oldest order, work to the newest, fill as many as we can, and release them into the queue. As an aside, you can do batches and priorities here, so if you want to fill things out of date sequence, you can, but the default behavior is usually what folks do, is filling the oldest orders first. They will then go to the next step, which is process payment. So if they still owe you money, you can charge them here. After that, or if they had already paid, they'll move over to the invoicing tab and join all your other orders that are currently in process of being filled. Now, this screen is designed to be super simple. You don't want your pickers or packers to have to think about this, but it can be set up so that it's very detailed in how it presents data. For example, if you wanted to print all your Amazon single line items first and ship those out the door and get those done, that would just simply be the first batch that goes through. It can be automated, or you can have your folks select like 1, 2, 3, or whatever you want to name them. If you remember the preferred and rush, we saw order entry. But you can have multiple batches here. And that means that your folks don't do much more than select a pull down and then print whatever you want them to print. Invoices, pick lists, packing lists. I have an invoice set up here, so we'll use that. When I click that, and let's see, I have it minimized. Then it will create an invoice for every checked item in the list. So now I can scroll through them. Unlike the order screen we saw earlier, I have one for each one. And any of this can be barcoded. So the order number can be barcoded, items can be barcoded. Typically the order number is barcoded for folks that like to go to their shipping software and print from there just by scanning the order number. In this case, I'm going to pack from the invoice, and then I am either going to do what I just mentioned, print out a label from my shipping software, or I could print out labels in batch and just slap them on as I pack them up. And then these will move over to the shipping tab. Here, at the end of the day, when you refresh this list, there should be nothing left. If there is, go out on the floor, pack it up, and get it out the door. This way you cannot under or over ship. Jumping back here, that was one method to fulfill. Another one we have is called box scanning. And with that, I can start a new order and say scan the order number, which I'll key, because I don't have a scanner, and then scan items into the boxes as I go. This particular one has just one item left, but if I had multiples, I could start new boxes. I could weigh the boxes as I go, print labels or print invoices or packing lists with peel-off labels, whatever your process is. Now, the advantage here is you cannot under or overpack a box, and you can't put the wrong items into the box. So you're ensuring that your folks are putting exactly what belongs in the system into the box when it goes out. It's also where you would collect serial numbers, like we mentioned earlier, so you could scan or key them as you add it, so that you know that the folks that are sending items back for returns, etc., are sending the one you sent them. And when you're done, these will also move over to the shipping tab, just like we did with the other ones. So using this system, again, is very basic, very simple, but can be very complex in the background. You can set that up with implementation. You can change it down the line. Your pickers and packers don't have to think. You can get your important orders out the door first, and maybe more complex orders at the end where you have to do some more micromanagement. And it doesn't allow you to under or overship or miss any items.